his queen. Left on the free. He probably thought they wouldn't meet. Shawty seen everything, and you know she got him beat. Cause I side play with your DMs. They be sliding like base hitters. And mother fellas, they be seeing her work. You say you wanna relationship. I don't care if you don't, but I think girl better than me.
This Lion fan base have been craving home playoff football since this building opened in 2002, and they've got it today at Ford Field in Detroit. Coming up, we've got an ultra-important divisional round matchup in the NFC, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Detroit Lions. One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Give them what they asked for. It's not enough. You solid left, but it's not enough. You that really step, but it's not enough. Say you bigger than myself, but it's not enough.
Stop it, OAC! Here we go. Cut.
Throwing to start the drive. Gray. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
First run of the game for Jahmyr Gibbs, the Alabama product. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Here comes the Lions punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. He'll return it from the 6. A good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together.
73.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
And this will be caught by Brown. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Just one catch for him last week in the wild card win, but getting involved early here and picks up the first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
First down, Philadelphia.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Looking for A.J. Brown again, and he's got it again. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
17 yards. And an Eagle first down.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Defensively going forward, they're going to have to watch out for him on plays just like that. It's a drag route across the field, and they're trying to free him up and let him run after the catch. That won't be the last time we see that play, and it works there to pick up a first down.
A first down carry for Barkley. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
It's 2nd and inches.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for. Right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time, that's what you're looking for.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. A.J. Hutchinson able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
Second down.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass.
73.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now Hurts is going to do it himself. And incomplete on the deep ball.
It's pretty early in the game, but they've already tried to establish him not just as a runner, but as a receiver as well. Didn't happen there, but I wouldn't be surprised at all to see them try again shortly.
So the opening drive stalls out, but the field goal does get them the first points of the night.
The 3 points, not to be underestimated. How about this, right? You're on the road, you're under the lights, national television audience. This is not a dress rehearsal, partner. This is for real, and a pretty nice opening statement.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who our playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offensive move will go.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That, too.
60 Bison.
2nd down, and they go back to Gibbs. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
And the Lions first down.
18 Rattler.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
79 Brook, Panther 6. Go.
Looking to throw. Gray. Throwing the out, incomplete. Mitch Jennings. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs.
Viking, 18.
And they will only muster a yard here in the 38.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8.
60 Eagles.
Now this time he'll look to throw. This is Jennings. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. They lost 2, and it brings up 4th. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will tie us at 3-3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're They're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blow is the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas.
Yeah, right? A little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield, only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. It's caught, Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Up the middle with Barkley. He'll get it to the 40. Broke a tackle there to get some extra yardage. 42 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Now Hurts going to shift him around a bit. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Hurts. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
And this pass broken up. The contact, long time there, and now 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Throwing is Hurts. He'll try to do it himself. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
But you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
They'll bring on 1st down. Newton down to the 42, 2nd down. Now 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5.
Now they'll shift things around. 2nd and 5. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Jennings. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. 41 yards. And the Lions have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is now 10-3. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th. Didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on fourth down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride the offense this go-around. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. Across midfield. And finally taken down at the 34. A big play there on the catch and run. 41 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
First down, Eagles.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
That's a big abuse right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
They go play action with Hurts. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down.
These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what.
Over the middle, and there's a diamond catch. His first catch of the divisional round goes for a 1st down. He had 5 catches last week in their wild card win. 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend.
First down, Philadelphia.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Good. 63. Hey, Silver. Go Silver, ready?
Hurts. He gets this underneath to Dobbins. Will go down as a gain of 6. And it'll be 2nd down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Here's Hurts to throw. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Elliott good on the extra point. And we are even at 10 apiece. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And now the rookie's free. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Lions. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And Devontae going to pick up the Eagles' first down as the tackle going to be made up at the 37.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
A gain of 8 there on the play. And they'll be left with second to cover. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
2 yards to go, second down.
They'll look to throw.
Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
That's good for an Eagles first down. It's a gain of 6. First down.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Finding Pickens for another catch.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Lions 44-yard line.
From the 44, Hurts. And it's caught on the right side at Smith. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sack back at the 29.
Aiden Hutchinson, his second sack of the night.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Natus first. This now from 46 yards away. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will stay at a 7-point game. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway.
And he returns this to the 22.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No. But you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Second and 10.
Now a second and 10.
He'll drop to throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them in the gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. Second and 10 coming up.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
This is caught by Evans. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 45-yard line. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 45-yard line. Back to throw here.
Got an open man. It's Pickens.
They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And that's going to bring up second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And that's going to be caught downfield by Brown. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
32. First down, Philadelphia.
Barkley inside handoff. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
But they're certainly not neglecting their run duties as well as they ate up the blockers in front and allowed the secondary to get home.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. They'll set up to throw. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kirby Joseph. And the Lions are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
The second down pass intercepted. The Lions take over.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
That's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they got a chance here to open up this lead.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6.
Let's go. Cowboy. Ready.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. He'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's 3rd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Gibbs will try and pick it up. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're going to try and throw. Tries to hit Jennings, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jihad Campbell. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
On the run, this is J.K. Dobbins.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down.
And he gets it down to the 32. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a 1st down. They ran it and picked it up.
Hey, let's go. Trimmer.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it.
Pickens is there in the crossing route.
Touchdown, Philadelphia!
George Pickens.
31 yards.
And the Eagles take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Elliott Goodwin and PAT. And that will level the playing field at 17 all.
Yeah,
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. The interception on the last drive proved costly, led to the tying score, so 17 all as they come up on a first down. They'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it second down. The give, right side for Gibbs. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 7 yards there and a first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Gray operating from the gun. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Come on.
Back to throw. Gray. Oh, ill-advised throw there, and it's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. And the big boy, dare I say, he showed some athleticism there.
Oh, without a doubt. And you know what else we saw on that play? Why they do more and more ball drills in practice. They want everyone proficient with catching the football and being comfortable, because you never know when a big play like this will happen for a big man.
Now, post-game locker room, does he get an extra drumstick?
He was going to get that anyway. He may get the whole spread now.
Yeah, put some gravy on there. Back now at Ford Field, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. Elliott now to kick this one away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And this is a unit that needs to get in gear if they want to play for a conference championship next weekend. Down 7 here in the fourth, and a very critical drive upcoming. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5.
19 tight, not 65, 79, Panther 11. Ready.
Operating from the gun, Gray. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he is going to have the Lions first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on third down and 5. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. And a good run here as he'll run all the way down to the 40-yard line. 53 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's first and 10. They'll go again with Gibbs. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Newton. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. First down Lions on a pickup of 13.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. Second and 2. Now a second and 2. Up the middle they go. Newton. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This would be a critical call.
Come on. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for.
Mustang 19, 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing.
We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down.
So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell them to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
And they've just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks. And now here's a tackle behind the line.
Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. The Eagles send out their punter now. As he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And this drive will start in enemy territory as that gets out of bounds on this side of the 50.
Here's 1st and 10.
Get it. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Ready.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Well, this defense has been physical all game long, and it certainly looks like they're not going to back off and make things any easier. They want to keep making life miserable for the receivers all the way to the end.
They'll come up now on 2nd down.
70, go.
Back to throw. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his home. Got to totally command and make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Ready. Pat the 60, pat the 60.
He's back to throw. Going deep downfield for Ross. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. They go down to a knee, and with that, they're off to the NFC title game. And they're moving on to the conference championship. How about this?
What a tremendous feeling to get to the game that can get you to the Super Bowl. A fantastic season. Unfortunately, for the other team, a tough way forward.